Hey Coastal Living, Alonzo here with GulfCoastSmoke.com, and today we want to celebrate World Smile Day. So a few things that make me smile are my family, are my friends, my mom and dad, and of course, some good food. So you guys already know that we're going to show you something easy and delicious. Let's make a taco burger. We're going to start with 2 pounds of 80-20 ground beef. I like 80-20 because it has a nice fat ratio. Next, we'll put 1 pack of Taco Bell's original taco seasoning mix. And now we mix until everything is nice and incorporated. Once everything is nice and incorporated, you can see that there's a nice red color in here. Obviously, ground beef is red, but it's a little bit darker, but it's still that beautiful red. I smell all those taco seasonings. It's already starting to smell like Taco Bell up in here. Now we're gonna take about ½ a pound and just form this into a patty. There's no really right or wrong way to do this. I'm not too worried about it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the way I like to do it is make them a little bit larger than the bun because it's gonna shrink a little bit and I just want it to look good for the presentation in the end. And once I'm done forming them, this is exactly what I'm looking for. B&B briquettes are nice and hot. Let's put them right into our slow and sear. Charcoal grate on. Now our burgers will go straight over the coals. We're gonna work on getting a nice crust before we put these in direct. And after just a few minutes, we wanna make sure we flip our burger over. You guys can see that it's getting a nice sear there, and I can smell all those taco seasonings. Now I'm at a point where I can spin this grate and I can cook these indirect. Now we've got the sear on our burgers exactly the way we want, and we just need these to continue cooking. I don't want there to be too much char on these. I do want a little bit of that great char flavor, but this is now going to sit indirect. That just means opposite of the hot coals. I'm gonna put my lid on, and the vents are gonna be right over where those burgers are. So that's gonna allow all of that good charcoal flavor to come out and release right out of these vents, and all that heat is really just gonna get these burgers nice and cooked. And of course, they're still gonna stay extremely juicy. We're not drying them out because we don't have them over the direct coals anymore. After about 15 minutes, you guys can see that the burgers are looking incredible, and that has everything to do with that taco seasoning. Like I told you guys, that nice deep red, and I promise you from here, you can smell that taco seasoning. I am getting so excited for these. We are gonna be putting some cheddar cheese on these in just a second, and then we're just gonna allow that cheese to melt. Now it's time to put down that cheddar cheese. And about 5 minutes later, our burgers are nice. The cheese is extremely gooey, and that's all that we were looking for. So let's take these off, get inside, and make us a taco burger. To assemble our burger, we're gonna start with a perfectly toasted bottom bun. I'm gonna put down plenty of our spread here. This is a mixture of sour cream and hot sauce. Now we're gonna put down some perfect lettuce. Next up is our delicious looking burger. We're gonna top that with some fresh avocado. Next up, some pico de gallo, and now we're starting to get really messy. Last but not least, these are some strips of some fried corn tortillas. My wife made these while I was at work, and I'll tell you what, I came home and I almost couldn't stop snacking on them. We're gonna put all of those chips right on top, and what the heck, let's put a little more of our sour cream. And now it's time to crown our taco burger. And that's all there is to it on this easy and delicious taco burger. Don't forget, we just thought of this idea in our head, went outside, used the kettle to put it together, and we're really hoping for great results. I already know that it smells outrageous, and I'm sure everything on this burger is gonna be on point. Let's get right into trying this burger. Now, just a few things I want to point out on this burger. The tortilla chips are just absolutely necessary. That sour cream and hot sauce mixture is out of this world. Shout out to my wife for talking me into that one because honestly, I don't really like sour cream, but that really and truly is delicious. Do not tell her I told you that. If you guys are interested in trying this out and following what we do, follow Coastal Living on Facebook and Instagram. We'll see you next week.